Alexander Isak has joined Liverpool for a record-breaking fee, which has created a bit of a feud between the Newcastle and Liverpool fans. We're going to put him into a team where we can only use Isak's ex-teammates to help us decide whether joining Liverpool was a good idea or whether he has made a huge mistake. Now, Isak began his career at Dortmund when he was only 17 and played with the likes of Shinji Kagawa, Andreas Schürrle and Mario Götze. Damn, these names are a throwback. Now, we're going to start with the goalkeeper who Isak played only 13 games with, and that is Roman Bürki. We can have another option like Nick Pope, but we're going to use Bürki as he helped Isak start his early career at Dortmund. Now, once the team is built, we're going to play one game of FC 26 to decide whether Isak made the right decision to join Liverpool or whether he should have stayed loyal to Newcastle. Now, what do you guys think? Did Isak make the right decision to join Liverpool? I'll leave you to discuss that down in the comments. Moving on to the left back, Isak played with Lewis Hall, Rafael Guerreiro and Matt Targett. We're going to use Lewis Hall. Now at right back, we're going to need somebody to help give the team a fighting chance. And luckily, Isak has played with Trippier for 78 matches during his time at Newcastle. So let's get him in the team. So now we have two fullbacks who are very average on FIFA. We really need some good centre backs to help strengthen the defensive line and stop us from conceding a bunch of goals. The first person that comes to mind is Dan Burn, who has played 98 games with Isak and has won the English League Cup with him too. So at left centre back, let's get Dan Burn in the team. 42 pace could leave us in all sorts of problems, especially if we match against somebody with Dembele. At right centre back, we have a choice between Fabian Schär, who has also won the League Cup with Isak, or Robin Lenormand, who he has won the Spanish Cup with. We're going to go ahead and use Lenormand as he has also played 116 games with Isak at Real Sociedad, so Lenormand, in you go. So I've done my research and Isak has played with some ballers in the midfield and some of these might even surprise you. At the start of his career at Dortmund, he played with Mario Götze and Marco Reus. Reus and Götze in their prime were special, especially for Germany. Plus, we could really do with Reus in the team to help strengthen this squad. Now, once Isak moved to Real Sociedad, he also played with some strong midfielders and even got the chance to share the pitch with the legend David Silva. Now, does David Silva deserve a card in eafc, and would he be an icon or a hero card? Now, as there are so many good names to choose from, we're going to add the names to this wheel which will decide the players that we add to the team. I've also chucked in some other teammates like Martin Zubimendi, Ander Guevara and Lara Mendy to make it a bit more interesting. But before we spin the wheel, we need to go ahead and add some Newcastle players who helped Isak shine during his time with the Magpies. Players like Bruno G, who played exactly 100 games with Isak, another Brazilian in Joelinton, then we have Tonali and Anthony Gordon. If we look at transfer market, there are loads of solid midfielders that Isak has played with, so let's add those to the wheel too. So it's now time to spin the wheel, which will decide who will be going in our midfield. Fingers crossed the wheel is good to us. We need a decent player at left mid. There's not many left mids on this wheel, so fingers crossed we can get somebody that can maybe play in the left mid position. And we're going to start off with Joe Willock, who's actually not bad at all. So according to Transfer Market, Joe Willock and Alexander Isak have spent 62 games together on the pitch during their time at Newcastle. That's over 2,000 minutes. So at left mid, let's get Joe Willock in the team. So obviously we do have some really good names on the wheel like Mario Götze, Marco Reus. We've got Joelinton, Bruno G. But we're going to get Lucas Bergvall instead, who's going to be our left centre mid. I don't know whether that's good or not, but let's take a look and see how many games they played together. So the only time Lucas Bergvall and Alexander Isak have shared the pitch together is during their time for Sweden. They competed in the World Cup qualifiers and the UEFA Nations. So at centre mid, let's get Lucas Bergvall on the team. So with only 2 chances left, we need the will to give us something good here. Bruno G, Marco Reus, Mario Götze. Instead, we get Elliot Anderson. Like, what is going on with this wheel? It's not being nice to us at all. So Elliot Anderson and Isak have shared 35 games together during their time at Newcastle. And let's just take a look at his card for a moment. Luckily, he can play centre mid, but 450 coins. At least we haven't got to break the bank to get him in the club. Now, for our final player and to decide who will go right mid, we need somebody good. We need the will to give us something good here. And it looks like it's going to land on Marco Reus. I can't even speak. I just lost my voice. Let's go. We needed a dub. Marco Reus and Alexander Isak only played together twice during their time at Dortmund. For now, let's get Marco Reus in our right mid and see what we can go ahead and get a striker. So here's how the team is looking so far. And it is time to choose our strikers. And this is where things will definitely get interesting. Isak mostly played with wingers as ex-teammates who were able to help him score some great goals in his career. On the wing, he played with Alan St. Maximin, Jadon Sancho and Christian Christian Pulisic. Unfortunately, St. Max is no longer in EAFC, which makes me really sad because his FUT birthday card in FIFA 20 was one of the best cards ever. We're going to use Pulisic as he has the Halloween Scream card, and to my surprise, he only played 5 games with Isak at Dortmund and shared 41 minutes in total, which is nothing really. Now, at striker, this is where things get good. Isak played with Victor Gyökeres, or best known as Jok Lesnar. He's also played with Aubameyang, and of course during his international career played with the legend Zlatan Ibrahimovic, which was only for 4 games. But what really surprised me is that he shared the pitch with the Ballon d'Or winner and only played 1 game with him and shared 4 minutes during his time at Dortmund. And if you can't guess who that is just yet, that is Ousmane Dembele. These guys together right now would be insane. So now we have a complete team of Isak's ex-teammates, and it's time to jump into a game of EAFC to see whether Isak made the right decision to move from Newcastle or whether he should have stayed loyal to the Magpies. So I've gone ahead and upgraded the team, brought in Royce's Time Warp card for 380k, also brought in Elliot Anderson's Winter Wild card and Lewis Bergval's Team of the Week. Then on the bench we have some ex-teammates for Isak, Lewis Miley and Harvey Barnes Evo, which are pretty sick. Hopefully we can get these on at some point. And then in the manager position, we have got Eddie Howe. So let's jump into the match and see what happens. Lads, I'm a bit excited to try this team. It's in a 4-4-1-1. Pretty bog standard goal team. Bellingham in there as well. The man Mbappe up top. Right, we're going to have to lock in. Let's send it. Nice goal Trippier. Getting mixy. Okay. Willock. Joe Willock, the 80 rated. The 80 rated Joe Willock. Never expected it. What a through ball, by the way. And what a finish from Joe Willock. 4 minutes in. Come on, the boys. That's what we've got to watch out for. That's his danger man, Mbappe. We've got to watch out for Mbappe. I'll tell you what, the lads are working. The lads are working. Dembele. Oh, Dembers. Come on, Dembers. That's it, Royce. Royce. Who's that? Isak. He's got to get a goal, surely. Come on. Alexander Isak. Let's go. First shot. First goal. It's about him. It's about him. What a finish. I'll tell you what, at half time, couldn't be any happier. The performance from the lads here, considering we've got 21 chemistry, unbelievable stuff. Royce again. What can he do? He's got finesse. Oh, he can bury it. Finesse plus, come on. 380k's worth of finesse. That's what that is. That's what 380k gets you. Van Burn. Oh no, I spoke too soon. No, no, no. Keep the clean sheet, boys. Lenormand, my centre back. Come on. Gone. Come on, Dembers. Show Isak what he could be working with. You guys were still together.
Oh, so unlucky.
Bring that in. Dembers. Willock. Oh, Joe Willock. 76 rated. I will say it again. This guy is unbelievable. He's not even in the right position. It literally says it. He's right mid. Or sorry, he's centre mid playing right mid. Van Burn has got Mbappe in the back pocket. Thank you very much. Willock's gone again. Look at him. Willock for the hat-trick. Oh, Joe Willock, come on. The hat-trick. Isak's ex-teammates for Newcastle has come on 76 rated in the wrong position and bagged himself a hat-trick. Let's go. Low team chemistry. We're aware. Now that the goal is to keep the clean sheet, lads. No. 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 It would have just been the icing on the cake to keep the clean sheet. There we go, lads. There we go. We won the game 7-1. Honestly, stand-up player there for me is Joe Willock. What a player he was. Unbelievable. Now, Isak is obviously injured in real life, but with this team, who knows what he could do. Let's hope he has a better season with Liverpool when he's back. Let's go. What a team. What a shift from the boys.